All right, June 24, 2005. Ha! There's Dad.
All in all, cleaning out.
Cleaning it out.
Got the van full, another van full, half the dumpster full.
And this is after we've almost filled the dumpster up, right? Hey, you, what are you doing?
Hey, it's Mom, and I brought your food.
Oh, some Wendy's.
From Wendy's.
Excellent.
And I mailed your package.
Yeah, this does lock up.
Good. Okay.
So,
Wow, look at all that stuff. So what about in here?
it's about half or four.
See, one day we'll look back at this video and we'll say, wow, remember how it used to be. All this will be cleaned out.
I can't believe that much has come out of there.
I know.
I'll be there in a minute.
Wow. 1970s pads up there for the camper.
Yeah.
And who knows what else. All kind of good stuff.
Got to go.
Got to go. Alright, let's go take a look at the side yard, which was a real mess yesterday. And we got it cleaned up finally and put the stuff in the dumpster. You can see how we're loading the van down. All kind of stuff in the van everywhere. Packing it out. Riding down the hill. And putting it in the dumpster. So, collected all these tires here yesterday from all back out there in the woods. There's some stuff over there that's not really junk, but we've set that aside for Samaritan Center. Some of that stuff, still not sure what we're going to do with that. But this whole area out here was full of junk thrown out into the yard. And you see Dad's rusted out shed up there. The backyard is growing up thick back there. I did cut this day or so ago. It's looking better. You can see way up there behind their property. Some guttering that Dad had made. I don't know if we'll be able to use it or not. Might go on around the other side here. Right down there is where I saw a couple of snakes. Got a snaky hole right in there somewhere. So, more guttering. And you look around the side here. All of this and all of the backyard was almost knee-high. Well, see all this that's uncut? All of that is what all of that used to look like before I cut it all out. And now it's looking really good. All cut down. Before, okay, see if you look through here through the woods, you can see how thick that is. You can barely see through there. See how tall all these plants are and all this brush is. And then if you look right down here and over, all cleaned out. And all of that was just as thick as all of this. I cut out, see this little tree here? I cut out all the little trees, like another one there. And all this growth was over the entire yard. And from the street, you couldn't see the house. It was so grown up. And now it looks fantastic. Alright, I just drove the van down the hill and I'm going to open up this big dumpster. Throw that big door open. And you can see how big the dumpster is and how much stuff is already in it that has come out of Dad's house, or out of his garage rather. So I would say we're a little over midpoint in the dumpster and still going. Got several things to bring yet. And also see the big trash pile, or rather brush pile, that I made by cutting down all the limbs and trees and things like that from out of the yard. All that stuff was in the yard. And then looking up the yard, see, I cut out all those. You can see down that tree. See all those places that have been cut, and on the other one, I cut out that whole corner right there. All that was branches were coming down and just laying down on the ground, and I cut all these trees out all the way up to that tree line there, the little small trees and all kind of brush, and I mowed this whole area here and then all the way up through there as well. And then here you can see all of that was terrible amounts of big mimosas and everything all grown up. Got all that cut out. So then from here you can see just how much stuff he's got sitting out up there still. So anyway, we've done a lot of work. And Dad's now down the hill.
Unloading time.
Help me pull stuff out of the van here and get it thrown in the dumpster. Gonna fill that sucker up yet.
Yeah.
So back to work. Right?
Yeah.
Back to work. All right. But I'm sure the neighbors are going to be glad that we've cut all the stuff back. Looks so good up in there now. All right, well, it's about 6:30. Hang on, let me go and look in there real quick. About 6:30.
Can you believe we took out 3/4 of a dump?
And
9/10.
this is what's left. And we filled up a 22-foot long, almost 7-foot high dumpster. And Dad still has this to go through yet, but we made a big dent in it.
Yeah.
Big dent. Believe it or not. So we're going to take the last load down. Call it a day. Alrighty. So this is how we've been hauling it down. We fill up Dad's van. Go ahead. Fill up Dad's van. It's right here. This is what I'm getting ready to carry down, a trash compactor. But anyway, we've been filling up Dad's van and hauling it down and then pulling it out of the van. And so they're going to take the tires off. Hopefully he'll do something with all that. This afternoon I got out and got the mower and cut all this out. And right there was a couple of big bushes earlier, huge bushes that I cut out too, so those are gone. So I'm going to carry this thing down on this dolly and help Dad dump one last dump after a good hard week of work. All right.
Throwing away good speakers. Tape player.
We've unloaded the van, and that's the last bit of it right there. Well, I shouldn't say the last bit of it. That's the last bit of it for today. So we're going to close up. Gonna back up and close up. But we have filled it up, all except for just a precious few square feet. But other than that, it is packed out. Dishwasher, dryer, old trash compactor, TV, bookcase, mattress, just absolutely anything and everything you can think of. We've packed it out. So, almost done. All right, so we're gonna close that big old door. See if I can latch that down. and we'll be done. All right, got it shut and latched. And there's Dad over there. How do you feel about it?
Oh, it's good. Religious experience.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I still can't physically believe it. Was in there. Maybe a fourth of it in the yard, you know?
Right.